Good evening. It is my pleasure to speak my thoughts on the sustainability. I'll be discussing another issue where I'm having a strength like electronics and materials. We know how our Indian economy is growing for last 2 decades. And if you see the growth and our achieving 2030 of $10 trillion economy, 25% contribution would be from the digital technology. And you must have seen that how for last 2 decades, disruptive technology like AI, IoT, additive manufacturing, quantum technology, all those technology taking a center stage, and we are actually eliminating the technology used 70s or 80s, all those things. So you will be seeing in India, SMEs, MSMEs will be started using the new technology, the old technology will be dated. If you see the entire ecosystem, as one gentleman told that we'll be losing job on the old technology, we'll be also generating lot of job in the new technology. But the new technology will be using more energy. So few figure already has been shown by various speaker. I'll not be repeating, like our target of peak demand of energy of 367 gigawatt by 2030. Our installed power base will be 900 gigawatt. Our storage will be also around 411 gigawatt per hour. So that will be our target for 2030. But I do not know whether that is the existing pace of our economy, the gradient of the progress or the consumption of the existing technology will be the same gradient, or AI will actually disrupt the entire field and consume more energy. So I'll be showing some slide. So for achieving those targets, Government of India is committed. We are having lot of good initiative. We have seen PLI is pushing for renewable energy. We have a national solar mission. We have a national green hydrogen mission. In skilling also, a lot of initiative has been taken. And if you see some of the figure, achieving 500 gigawatt of renewable energy, we require almost 200 billion US dollar of investment. So all those figures will be taking us to some of the key facts. So if you see the technology and innovation, this is good that technology is also changing in the renewable energy also. Photovoltaic panels are reducing its rate. Wind energy is also now getting affordable. In other technologies also taking the center stage. So the many changes in 2-3 decades we'll be seeing. But what are the things still required to be done? There are a lot of challenges also. I'm not reading out all those things. So what are the challenges still we have? We have seen that big industry houses are also investing on R&D. They are also taking new technology, next generation technology like green hydrogen, energy storage, and offshore wind. So this effects or this development we are seeing for 2 decades. But now I'll be entering to another thing, that the new disruptive technology. We have to factor in the energy required for this AI. So AI, as you all know, many speakers earlier also told, we require humongous amount of data to be processed in a short span of time, and that will request storage system, as well as data processing energy. So you require a data center. So data center presently, if you see some figure, so it will be, terawatt hour per year by 2030. Will be having already 12,000 terawatt hour per year. And also the data center will be consuming 9% of the entire global energy requirement. So, of course, we know all the sectors presently contributing to the greenhouse emission. Another thing which is very important, green energy is a material hungry energy. You require a lot of critical mineral, because if you see the Minister of Mines come out with the 25 critical minerals for our country as well. We require copper. So for copper, we require at least 61 more mines. We require almost 27 million tons of more copper. Similarly, lithium. Of course, we do not have lithium. 2.7 million more lithium, that is 52 more mines will be requiring for that. Graphite, so we look at 12 planet. So how to see how we will be doing the sustainable consumption to have those things. Cobalt, similarly rare earth. So those entire ecosystem of the materials require a different more mines. So how to compensate, or rather we should supplement some of this supply chain. So there we require, this is the one figure showing IEA that by 2040 will be required lithium 42 times, graphite 25 times, cobalt 21 times, and nickel 19 times, and rare earth almost 7 times. And that is another thing, like one of the speakers was saying that we will be recycling. Recycling is also energy consumption process. Before recycling, you have to see how refurbishment, repurposing can be done. So without that, we should not think about the recycling. And if you are seeing the recycling also, this slide is showing globally some of the metals we are recycling for sure. But some of the metals, technology and the viability of those technology is not such so that you can recycle them. So just see the rare earth, 0.2% is getting recycled. Of course, collection could be one challenge, but the technology is also a challenge. Cobalt, 32%, zinc, 33%, copper, 46%. So these are the things, the recycling technology, the R&D also required to be done, so that we should have a viable technology which can recycle our end-of-life product from the end-of-life product. And here I can mention our ministry from 2007 to till I was superannuated 2024. We have invested a lot for the recycling technology. For solar panel recycling also we have developed technology and handed over to Greenco. In electronic waste recycling, printed circuit board, lithium-ion battery, rare earth from phosphorus, 7 different categories of plastics, neodymium magnet, all those technology we have developed. Lithium-ion battery we have handed over 21 companies in India. Printed circuit board, we have handed over 4 companies. Solar panel, I have already mentioned, solar panel recycling technology, we have handed over to Greenco. So more such effort would be required. So this is not a rocket science. Recycling of end of life is possible, and there are talent in our country who can do that. But again, I am saying refurbishment, repurposing should be given a main focus, because recycling should be done if it is not possible. Like solar panel, we have to see how the life of the solar panel can be extended before it is going final recycling. So these are some of the thought-provoking things I am so future development. should be entirely driven by from the extraction of the mineral from the Mother Earth. You have to see entire process is circular. So in between you have a use and then reuse and sustainability in between, then the finally recycling. So I'm not going to all those things. Presently, I'm working in Sustainable Electronic Recycling International, USA. Our main focus is to create R2 standard for recycling and refurbishment industry, especially on electronics. But this one of the important thing in electronics also, we require data sanitization. Because if you are going for a used laptop, used mobile phone, because we are having almost 900 million mobile phone in the country. But whatever skill you are talking about, it is not adequate to continuously refurbish your smartphone because technology is continuously changing. Very recently, SERI, along with the Google, we are trying international level of skill set for smartphone in Hyderabad. We are starting with the Hyderabad government of Telangana now. And we are trying to get international level of course curriculum, very short course curriculum for 1 month, so that this manpower can be trained and can be placed to different OEM, and also they can be the entrepreneurs for doing, smartphone, refurbishing smartphone. So that will actually push the new manufacturing slower. Of course, you will be having a high-end smartphone or high-end laptop to the tier 2 city, tier 3 city, who will be, privileged to have those technology. And actually, Government of India started, our ministry started of digital governance through the Digital India program to realize that you actually require 1,400 million smartphone in every citizen. We have not achieved that. Because if it is a 900 million smartphone, that is being used by 600 million Indian. Okay? And for this 900 million smartphone, we are using 40 billion tons of materials. And to get every citizen of India to have a smartphone, we have to at least produce 2,000 smartphones. So for this achievement, and also another very interesting figure I also interested, technology is changing. In 1990, phone was using 10 elements of the periodic table. In 2005, it was using 27 elements of the periodic table. iPhone 16 Pro is using 69 elements of the periodic table. And in one slide I have shown many of the elements, even the best refinery company I have visited in Belgium, Umicore, can only extract 16 elements. So that is, I am not talking about Indian technology. Whatever technology we have developed, we can extract the 4 elements. So I am saying that in R&D, in skill, lot of things required to be done. And it is only possible, some of the margdarshak in the first row, some of the youth in the last row, all should work together. Industry as well as the government should work together so that we can realize ideal situation like this. We should have connecting everyone, protecting the planet, developing sustainable society. And for that ideal condition also, you just see the copper consumption, nickel consumption, and lithium, rare earth in the ideal condition. So that will be our target for today in the Sustainable Energy Forum. Thank you very much for giving me the chance. Thank you.